Hello, good evening everyone, and here I am in this Project Card 2 hosting my first online race in Monza circuit for 8 laps. Here in this race, I have been frustrated with some drivers who behave like idiots, and I guess this is the only word I can describe, who likes to drive really recklessly and crash into innocent drivers like us. So if you have been encountering such idiotic drivers in these online racing games in Project Cars 2 and any other online racing games, well, don't miss this video because let me show you how I can really read these guys off. Yes, as in this race setup, I can actually really read out the weak drivers who have not been paying attention to the race options and setup. So here I'm in this race setup with two different weather conditions. Yes, you bet. It is first going to be ran in a very clear summer sky for the qualification, and then during the race, the first half of the race is going to be clear summer skies with temperatures of going around like 40 degrees, which means that you have to use slick soft or probably slick hard or medium, something like that. Definitely not wet tires. And so if you have not been paying careful attention to my race setup, you would have missed out this important part of it, which is there is going to be rain in the second half of the race, and you are going to be in big trouble if you have not set up your pit strategies. Yes, to set up for wet tires. Let's rewind back a little bit on the beginning of the race where you can immediately notice one or two I would say idiotic drivers out here. I'm not going to pinpoint who is this guys, and hence I'm not showing up all the names and drivers name here in this screenshot. This is going to be a replay, but I have purposely omitted the driver's name. And immediately on the first turn here, you will notice that there is one really aggressive drivers turning into the first chicane, and you probably want to avoid these guys. Yes, and in further down in this first lap, my prediction was really true, and he is just like that driver, smashing around other innocent drivers of the track. And unfortunately, I believe he has probably knocked off one of the innocent drivers who had car damage, because he has probably hit the wall, as you can see. And unfortunately, in this race setup that I have made some substantial car damage if you have hit collided with the wall or with other cars. So basically, I think this option has taken up this white colored car off the track on the first lap. Into the second to third lap, the sky starts to turn dark and grey, and immediately, I guess every experienced driver would know that we are expecting some rain, and just get prepared to change the wet tires on the next lap coming into the pits. And so I did make the tire change from the pits and exit. And from here onwards, I have realized that some of these cars have been missing. Yeah, back to this, the aggressive drivers who probably have been not able to drive properly with these slick tires on the wet. This leaves us with good drivers on the track, making up a very fair competition on the track. And I guess we are really happy with this setting, and I am especially happy with this setting on the race setting to have two different weather conditions and stricter pit rules and lane track rules. So I hope I'll be hosting more of such a similar race setup with a pretty tight rules, regulation, and probably dramatic weathers, so that we can enjoy a little bit of pit in. And I've not made the pits mandatory, so I'm going to catch those arrogant drivers surprise who would probably be swept up from the wet lanes on the third laps. So yes, I hope this is not too so I hope I'm not trying too hard to weed off the bad drivers, but this is probably the only way you can have a good and clean race. And thank you everybody for watching this video. I hope you guys can come back again to watch out for more of my videos, especially on this online racing in Project Cars 2.